How's it, guys? So we're out here on the way to Botswana. We are now on the road to Molose from Bape, and the road's also really tough, but we had some rain, so the sand is nice and compacted, and we're just taking it easy. Another 30 k's to go, but there's actually a split behind us over there, right and left, so Roland's just trying to work out which is the best track, because he's taken both, so he's just trying to figure that one out. But yeah, little coffee break and we'll be on our way.
We're not going to go right. That track is like, it's lots of tall grass and the bushes are closed in and stuff. So we're going to go around another pan through Morishele, and then we'll turn up to Malosi. If we go this way, we're just going to end up scratching the cars and a lot of grass in the radiators and stuff. So I think we must just go the other way. I think we're about 30 k's, 35 k's from Malosi. Yeah, it's a nice day. No game still. Seen no heartbeats.
Time to get the grass net out, because this grass is getting long now. So I'm going to take it out of the vehicle and put it on the front, keep all the seeds out. That is blocked, so I'm going to have to wangle my way between the trailer and the car, because this grass is intense, man. And the amount of ticks on this grass this time of the year is insane. Be very, very careful and check yourself regularly. I highly recommend fitting a grass net to your vehicle when traveling in thick grass. Ideally, you would need one to be custom made to your vehicle, but for now, this one will do. While fitting the net, we came across this little guy. What a find. So we are almost at the Molose campsite, but we're just taking a drive around the pan to the waterhole, and there's quite a lot of game here. So we're out here at Malosi Pan, not that far from camp. We just parked up over there, chilling. We just came across a elephant carcass, and yeah, it looks like it's been here a while, but surprisingly all the bones are sort of congregated in one area, not really scattered. But yeah, there are elephant here, so hopefully we find some. Otherwise, temperature is pleasant, the place is green, had a lot of rain, and yeah, just nice to relax. The wide open spaces of the Malosi Pan was a welcome break from the thick bush we had experienced over the past 3 days. So we've arrived at the Malosi Pan campsite. Absolutely fantastic campsite. The ablutions are back there, same as we had at Coetzee and at Sunday Pan. But yeah, this campsite's sort of just on a rise above a pan. That's the Malosi Pan running right there. So it's actually an amazing campsite. The reason why I'm carrying a trailer on this trip, in case any of you wanted to know, is I needed to carry extra fuel. I cannot carry enough fuel to do the crossing just on the vehicle. I've actually ended up taking 10 jerry cans on the trip, and so far I've needed to use 6 of them, so I'll probably chuck in another 4 tomorrow. So I couldn't make the crossing without carrying that amount of fuel. So yeah, 6 jerry cans in the trailer, and then 4 jerry cans on the roof of the vehicle on my front runner roof rack. And yeah, so that's the one reason. And also the other reason is at Coetzee camp, where we were spending 3 nights, I set up the Echo 4x4 tent on the trailer, because we were settled, sort of like a base camp, but almost every other night we've been 1 or 2 nights camping. So then I've got the RTT, front runner rooftop tent, on top of the Land Cruiser. So I use that because that's a lot less work than this. as nice as that is. It's a lot of work for a one-nighter. So the front runner rooftop tent has worked out really well for those one-nighters. But yeah, solar power is working well. There's a lot of cloud cover, but interestingly enough, on this trip, I've got my usual 105 watt Flexo Power solar panel. But for this trip, I've got an extra 150 watt panel. So this Echo 5 electrical system has been absolutely pumping. So even though I can't charge it from the car while I'm driving because the Brad Harrison is broken, which was my fault by the way, I've still been able to keep the fridge going and the battery full just on the solar, which is incredible. 2 panels has really changed the game for me. And the 150 watt, the new one I've got, incredible panel. The last 3 days have been solid driving most of the day on very rough roads. So we'll just chill, and yeah, it's just a nice place to be. Epic to be here with the people that I'm here with. And wow, amazing trip. We're reaching the end of it, unfortunately. Central Kalahari, yeah, it's been a real treat for me, a real treat. Different to Moremi, I can't compare them. Maybe a disappointment is we haven't seen any lion yet. We're now into our 10th day in the Central Kalahari. Still no lion, but that's the African bush. You can never guarantee it, but that would have been nice. We did see a wild dog kill, which was out of this world. So, can't complain. Botswana in the summer has changed the game for me. I really enjoy coming here in the summer, even with the heat. Just having that cloud cover and green grass does so much for the visuals. So we are heading on an afternoon game drive around the Malosi Pan. It is quite a lot more open savanna compared to our last 2 campsites at Khutse and Bape. So we're going to head to the waterhole about 2 k's away according to the Garmin maps, and see if there's anything. Roland and Chris have just radioed us in and let us know that there are some giraffe. So yeah, hopefully we find them. Sometimes it's better to let nature do the talking, and the bush soundtrack we experienced at the Malosi waterhole was magic. Day 11 was supposed to be a dedicated camp day, so we decided to make coffee the old-fashioned way and relax. For the day. We've packed up and left Molose, and the reason why, we were supposed to spend 2 nights there, the reason why is we still haven't found that elusive lion. Roland met up with some people that said there are lions at the Coetzee campsites and that we are the only people in the park. So we're supposed to stay at Coetzee tomorrow night, so we've decided to pack up and leave for Coetzee today spend 2 nights there. It is available, and hopefully try find those lions. So yeah, bit of excitement. It was a lot of packing up, but we are on our way to Coetzee, 40 kilometers. It seems like easier going in this reserve compared to what we've been doing the last couple of days. So yeah. So we are now set up at Khutse camp, number 1. That is just Roland in the background. And again, the storm is brewing. We've got vultures and snake eagles circling over us. Absolutely amazing. Great campsite. Yeah, awesome. Hopefully those lions pull through. That storm looks like it's destined for us again. Luckily we've got awnings up. My Batwing, Ryan's new front runner awning, which I must say, value for money, it is absolutely amazing. I just wanted to show you guys what the ablution facilities are like at some of these camps in the Central Kalahari. We are in the Khutse Reserve at the moment. But yeah, these are the ablutions. We've had them at some of our camps. Some of our camps like Khutse and Bape have no facilities, but otherwise this is what you can expect. They are all these circular structures. This one is the shower with the shower head, and if you come over here, this is the toilet. And it is not the greatest smelling place in the world because it's obviously a long drop, but there's even a little occupied sign that they provide. So it does the job. We've got our own toilet and shower systems in the vehicles, so we haven't really been using these. But if you do not have those options, these just work. Obviously you've got to bring your own water in, so you've got to be very careful. I think the bucket holds about 10 to 15 liters. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what we've been experiencing the last 10 days. Watching the African thunderstorms build around us while enjoying a couple of refreshments reminded us of how fortunate we were to be in this amazing place. Chris came over the radio and said there is a cheetah nearby on Pan 1 here at Coetzee. So we were just chilling underneath the awning. We've packed it up and now we're on our way to find the cheetah. Chris is still there. I think Roland has met up with Chris. I don't even know if I'm going the right way, but we'll find out. Yeah, it'll be nice just to see a predator again, eh? Apparently the lions are in the area. We actually just met up with a group, two lovely people from the leopard conservation. It's leopard conservation, eh?
Yeah, leopard and lion.
Hopefully we find those cheetah. I'm sure they're still there. Hopefully they're close by. And bro, there's a kudu.
Edward Bike and 4x4 Adventures are on their way.
Chom, how do you get to that side of the pan?
You gotta go right there, bro.
So where the water is, where the actual pan is, if you look just to your right, there's a little road. Go that way.
Okay, we've got a kudu here. So that's actually the first kudu we've seen, eh?
Yeah.
I think the Coetzee area, the last sort of 3 days, apart from Molose, where we stayed in the evening, has been very, the bush is dense. There's not open plains or pans like here and at Molose. So it's really rewarding to come down to Coetzee with some red hartebeer, springbok. Yeah, this looks awesome. Absolutely awesome, eh? We are here at the Malosi Pan in the Central Kalahari, about 10 kilometers from our camp at Coetzee. And just about 10 meters away, there's a female lioness with 3 cubs over what looks like a red hartebeest that they've just killed. Or no, maybe yesterday. I think she's calling for a 4th cub. I don't know if she's lost the cub, hopefully not, but she's still calling out for whoever or whatever is going to come. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome, hey. We've been here now for 9 days, we haven't seen lions, so this is really refreshing, eh? That's what happens in the African bush. 1 game drive, cheetah and lion. Awesome. So we've been around these lions for about half an hour, and we actually found another female, which is awesome. And man, being the only car here to see these lions, magic, magic, magic. We stumbled along a group of fellow South Africans who let us know where the lions were, and we made our way about 12 kilometers from the Khutse campsite, and they've just been chilling here, which is absolutely awesome. It is very, very hot, and we're about to head back to the campsite, but man, there's just something about seeing a lion in the Kalahari that just changes your day. Absolutely awesome.
Well, I don't know if you've seen, but just behind us there's a lioness with 3 cubs suckling, and what looks like a red hartebeest carcass just to the side of them. CKGR magic. I think my vision is now complete. I've been saying to Ed, and we've been chatting for quite a while now, we've been struggling to find these lions, and although it's not the black-mailed lion we've been looking for, this will do. Wow, I mean, you can hear the sounds in the background. It's literally not more than 8 meters behind the vehicle. We're the only ones here, and yeah, we just came out onto the pan and there they were. It's absolutely fantastic. What a privilege. One of the reasons I think all overlanders love Botswana. Just wild, pure and magic. You know, you get to share a moment like this with no one else. Absolutely fantastic, brilliant. 10 out of 10. Very happy, very, very happy.
So it's about 10 o'clock in the evening. Fantastic day out there, but now it's time to head to bed, and the lions are roaring nearby, so I think it's about time we pack up. So we are on our way to
Stay on
Roland.
the main road. But if you're going to the gate. Cool.
He's now found, so it's a female with 4 cubs, and has now also found a male, big black-maned Kalahari lion. So yeah, can't wait to see it.
What an experience to see the very symbol of the Kalahari.
So we've now been tracking the male lion for about half an hour. He's moved in all directions. He's actually calling out. So absolutely amazing. A nice coffee, Kalahari, golden light, and lions. It doesn't get any better than this. So after that awesome lion sighting, we are just chilling on the pan here, about, I don't know, 500 meters from camp. Those lions weren't very far from camp last night. I think they walked on the road past the campsite, and then Roland found them this morning. So maybe 600-700 meters from the campsites where we found them. And it's just awesome to be able to chill on this pan. We've got Namakwa sand grouse pulling in here, and the Kalahari is just a very special place. Right, potjie time. Underneath the awning by the vehicle, it is 41 degrees. It'll be exactly the same potjie as you guys have seen in my last 4 videos, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I will be the judge of whether it's broken or not, but it is a Woolies festival. We're having Woolies butter beans, Woolies whole peeled tomatoes, some amazing looking lamb. My biggest fear here, however, is that Ed's making it.
Chris, you've already experienced what my potjie is like, eh?
I've had the potjie and I can vouch for it.
Thank you, sir.
With our final afternoon in the Kalahari drawing to a close, we hosted the leopard and lion conservation team for dinner. and decided to pull out all of the stops, using the overlanding setups that had brought us to this very place, traversing some of the roughest terrain I've ever experienced.
And then Ebola actually.
So this is my least favorite part of the trip. It's our final morning here in the Kalahari. It's to leave this place is really heartbreaking, but we'll be back. And our goal of crossing the Kalahari is complete. 11 days, crossing the Kalahari from the north to the south. We made it. We are now at the Coetzee camp. About 20 meters into the bush there was a lion lying down, roaring the entire evening. So that was absolutely spectacular. I think he's still there, so we're just keeping close to the vehicle, not doing anything stupid, keeping ourselves aware of him. And the other two, Chris and V and Roland, have already shot back through to South Africa. We decided just to enjoy the sunrise, final morning here in the Kalahari. And there's a lot I've taken away from this trip. The main thing is, the goal for me was to cross the Kalahari with a trailer. The Echo 5 has surpassed my expectations like you cannot believe. I've had no issues. It's definitely the toughest trip I've ever done with a trailer. So if you would like to cross the Kalahari with a trailer, my advice would be you can, with a lot of driving experience, but I would not recommend it just because of the grueling roads you take these things on and the fuel consumption of the vehicle towing through this very, very soft sand, specifically with the V8. I burned through a lot of fuel. And I don't think, whilst crossing the Kalahari was awesome, I don't think I'll be doing it again. I'll focus mainly on the south, here Coetzee. Coetzee for me has been the highlight. That's not only because of lions and cheetahs. It's just so magical here. So I would do Coetzee on a separate trip, then the northern half, Bape Pan, Kori, Sunday Pan on a completely separate trip. But nevertheless, it's been absolutely awesome. And today we make our way through to Botswana, where we've stayed before, just inside the South African border. Chill out there this afternoon. We don't know what news is awaiting us. The coronavirus has become really, really serious while we've been away. Everything is shutting down, so we don't know what's waiting for us. But let's enjoy this last hour or two in the Kalahari.
We leave the Kalahari and Khutse Reserve behind us and inflate our tires as we reach the tarmac. We then go through an almost deserted border post because of the coronavirus pandemic and reach a little gem within South African borders called Botswana Nature Reserve, where a supercell storm awaits us. We then set up our tents for what would end up being our final evening in the African bush for a very long time. A huge shout out to Ryan, Roland, Chris and V for an epic adventure, and I cannot wait for the next one.